I look like crap. Hola, hi, hello, how are you? I'm good. Today I'm going to be doing my wrap up, obviously, for, I was about to say April, for March. And I read a total of 6 books again. I've been reading 6 books like consistency? Wow, I'm good at talking. I've been reading 6 books consistently for the last, whatever, 3 months. How long has this year gone so far? I don't know. It's like 8 o'clock and I don't know how to film, so I'm sorry. Anyways, without further ado, we're gonna just get on into the books that I read. Alright, the first book that I read during March was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling. I always want to say Rowling and I don't know why. This is the 4th Harry Potter book. I actually did a 24-hour readathon in the beginning of the month. I'll have it linked. I really love this book. If you're new here, I just started reading the Harry Potter series and I'm reading 1 book a month. I think they're honestly just getting better. This book was so good and I'm really excited to read the next one. But also like really sad because like I was looking at the page count just to see like how many pages it was and it's a lot. I'm really sad because I saw a spoiler and it just already made me cry. Harry Potter's fun. It's a fun time. I gave it 5 stars because Harry Potter's great. And today's emoji book rating star, what do I even call this? is going to be the leaf. The like spring leaf because it's spring. Yay. Okay. I'm annoying. I'm sorry. Next book I read I actually did read during the 24-hour readathon as well. And it was a reread and that is Looking for Alaska by John Green. You know I put this back into my Goodreads so I could count it towards my goal, but I wanted to read it again because this is one of my all-time favorite books and I just really love this book, so I wanted to annotate it. There is a lot of post-iting. The reread was great. I always do get a little slower pace because it's kind of split into before and after if you've ever read this book or you know anything about it. Follows the story of this guy named Miles who they call Pudge, and he just moves to this boarding school. He's trying to find his great perhaps, his meaning in life. He really is lost and this is like such a like relatable feeling to any teenager. And he meets like his friend, is it the Colonel? Is it? I don't know. And then this girl Alaska, and she's so cool. She's like, the story just takes off from there. She made me want to reread this as I saw one of my favorite booktubers saying that she was disappointed with this book and giving it all this like negativity, and I love this book. It's one of the first books I read that like got me really into reading and I just love it. Alright, it's relatable, it's good, it makes me cry, and I love John Green, so here we are. I read it. 5 stars, as always. That was not the right order, because I'm an idiot. On to the 3 audiobooks that I read. Anyways, the first one is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. I loved this book, gave it a 5 stars. It's such an important book, alright? I loved it. I mean, who has read this and not loved it? It was literally so fantastic. I loved the writing and the message. It was just so important and I am so excited for the movie. I think it's going to be really good and Sabrina Carpenter's in it, even though she's playing like my least favorite character. You probably know what it's about, but I'm going to summarize it real quick. It's about this girl named Star. She's like one of the only African Americans in her school after her friend gets shot by a policeman, and she was there to witness it. It's a lot about police brutality and the like injustice in the social system. Freaking can't talk. Honestly, my brain is not working. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. It's just such an important book and so current, so I can't even think of words right now. I'm so bad. It's a great book. It's really important and I think you should read it. It's great. Next book I read I really loved. I gave it 5 stars as well, and that is The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. Yes, I got it right. Okay, I loved this book like so much. It was so good. This is such an old book. It's literally like 50 years old and I loved it so much. I need the actual like physical copy so I can like annotate it to no end. But it was so good. It's about Ponyboy and the Greasers and the Socias. So it's like the 2 kind of opposite groups in town, and you know, it's so good. It's just so good. I was like so emotional. I love Johnny. He's like my favorite character. So is Ponyboy though, like, and like, oh, so good. So gave it 5 stars. That was a bad description, but I'm sorry. The next book I listened to on audio is Glitter by, I actually have no idea who the author is. Aprilline, wait, no, Aprilline, by Aprilline, I can't speak. Aprilline Pike. I'm so sorry. This is the first book in the series and it's super interesting. I gave it 3 stars because it was just really just like an entertaining read. It wasn't anything like fantabulous. Nonetheless, it is set in a near future society in this town called Versailles. It's kind of set up like it has like a ton of like robots and like cool technology, but they all dress and act like it's the 1800s, which is super interesting. And so basically it's centered around this girl. I think she's about to be 18. What's her name? Legit no idea. 0 idea. Anyways, she gets involved in this scandal involved with the king, who's 19, and so her mom kind of like blackmails him into making her daughter his bride. She does not want that, so in order to try and escape Versailles, she has to come up with $5 million, and she's like, alright, how am I gonna do that? And so she starts selling this drug called glitter, and the story kind of goes from there. There's love. It's just really entertaining, and it's such an interesting story, and it's a series too. I'm probably gonna continue with the series. What's the next book called? It's called Shatter, and it came out in February. Yeah, I recommend if you're looking for like a fun, trashy YA fantasy. The last book that I read in March was The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. Again, I annotated this. I recently watched Love, Simon, and I read the book last month, which was really good. Messed up Leah's character, but other than that, it was great. Highly recommend. And I read this and I loved it so much. I love contemporaries. Upside of Unrequited was so good. Molly is actually me. Like, I'm sorry, I thought I copyrighted my life. Anyways, it was so relatable. It's about this girl named Molly who is fat and she has anxiety and she takes medicine. A+ for representation. That's not even where the representation begins. She's had 26 crushes to date but never done anything about it, so it's all about unrequited love, and she kind of falls for like these 2 guys at once and it's a thing. Anyways, it's great. And her twin sister and her twin sister's girlfriend try and help her out because like they know this one guy. And Molly and her twin sister and their brother are all sperm donor babies, and they have 2 moms. Ton of freaking representation, and this book is so good. It's written so well. It's so relatable to my life, and I really loved it, honestly. I forgot to mention something which I thought was funny. Actually, while I was reading this book, I didn't even realize, but it actually features one of the characters from Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, and I literally didn't realize it until page 300, so keep an eye out for that if you plan on reading it. Can this be made into a movie now? So those are all the books I read in March, and now I'm going to talk a little bit about the books that I plan to read in April. The first book is actually an audiobook I just downloaded, and that is The Wish Granter by CJ Redwine. This is just a retelling of Rumpelstiltskin that basically sold me because I've never seen a retelling of Rumpelstiltskin. It sounds really interesting. I'm also currently listening to The Name of the Wind. I have it back here and I don't feel like picking it up because it's heavy as fuck. I have like 20 hours left. It's super long. I'm on chapter 27, like 100 pages in. I really like it, and it's so atmospheric. Also, like literally all these books. So I'm gonna quickly run through them. Astonishing Color of After by Emily X. Arpan. Words in Deep Blue by Kath Crowley. Rainbow Rowell's Attachments and Windfall by Jennifer E. Smith. I also want to read Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Laini Taylor, and the next Harry Potter book, so we'll see if we get through all those. I'm hoping to have another great reading month. I like reading, and you know, the moral of the story is read more. And yeah, also I'm writing a book. A vlog will be coming soon, and that's all I have to say for now. Bye friends! I never say that. Bye, I'll see you in my next video. Subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see you later.